The art of photography appeared in the 19th century, and thanks to it, we can see exactly how people looked 100 to 150 years ago and compare how much they differ from us, from what we ourselves are in our 35 to 40 years. Next, a selection of photos from the website of the Museum of Anthropology and Ethnography. Peter the Great of the Russian Academy of Sciences. There are two women in this photo. One is 46 years old, the other is designated as 35-year-old. The photo was taken in Belarus in 1932. This photograph was taken in Altai. It is indicated that the woman depicted on it is 40 years old. However, the year when this photo was taken is not specified. The Nanai woman, according to the museum, is 36 years old. The photo was taken in 1926. Honestly, it looks like a 50-year-old. But, most likely, the appearance was influenced by the natural conditions, and the conditions of the very life of these people. Photograph of Aksenia Dmitrievna barefoot, made in 1927. The woman is 42 years old, lived in Karelia. The author of the picture is A. A. Belikov. Already deep wrinkles, sharpened facial features, it can be seen from everything that this woman's life was not sweet. Nevertheless, she tries to smile for the photo, but for some reason she closed her eyes. Pay attention to the hands, overworked, calloused, rough, already senile. The fifth photo shows a peasant woman Daria Ivanovna Kirshanova, who lived in Karelia. At the time when the picture was taken, Daria Ivanovna was 35 years old. The author of this photo is A. A. Belikov, captured this woman in 1927. Here is a photo of a Russian woman who looks much better than the previous ones. She is 37 years old. The photo is called Portrait of a Married Woman, made in the early 20th century in the Ryazan province. The author is B. E. Petri. The male half of the country's population 100 years ago also looked the best. In this photo, the peasants of the Arkhangelsk province, both of them, according to the photographer N. A. Shabunin, are about 40 years old. But the one on the left, is still older, sparse hair, dull eyes with an old man's expression. The second is black-haired, with a thick curly beard, probably 37 to 38 years old. In this photograph there is a portrait of a man, an Evank by nationality. It follows from the record that his name was Titus Dagoidan, and he was a fist. In appearance, the age of this person is difficult to name. It looks like both 30 and 40-year-old. The photographer indicated that this man is 40 years old. The photo was taken in the Krasnoyarsk territory in 1901. Scientist and photographer Bernhard Eduardovich captured a Russian man about 35 years old, who lived in the Ryazan region. Photos of the early 20th century. Then there are two portraits taken in Ukraine in 1894. It is striking that the men depicted in these photos are 35 to 36 years old. The one with the baby in his arms is not a grandfather, but a father. He is only 35 years old. But work, almost unbearable, difficult living conditions prematurely aged these men. The author of the photos is S. M. Dudin. But in the Ainu people, men, apparently, were able to preserve their youth for a long time. Look, the photo shows two young men, and their father is sitting in the middle. It is indicated that the father is 40 years old. But we do not see wrinkles and dull eyes, exhausted by work. The author of the photo is B. O. Pilsudski. The picture was taken no later than 1909. Now it is difficult to say whether the photographers saw the documents of their sitters, or took their word for it when they talked about their age. It is impossible to verify this data. Of course, there is no doubt that in those distant times the life of ordinary people was radically different from ours. They had to work tirelessly to feed their family. They did not take care of themselves, they did not smear their hands with cream. Or maybe then all this did not even have knowledge. Everything was natural, and this is beautiful.